morning and welcome to the channel. My name is ShadowCas. Today we are playing Shadows Awakening. It was developed by Games Farm and published by Kalypso Media Digital. We are starting a new game, however I have played the first chapter of it before. It is a single player game, but it does have a Diablo feel to it. Granted, I only played a few hours of Diablo 3, but it's what it felt like to me. Definitely looked like it a lot. Chapter 1.
Perhaps I should feel some twinge of guilt at all I have done, but I've had little time for scruples. It was once an honor to be entombed within these ancient catacombs, but centuries have passed, and now only the brave or foolhardy walk these tunnels. Perhaps I'm the last living soul here, although I'm far from alone. This is not my story, although I am the architect of what transpires. A conspirator in the ruination that threatens the Heretic Kingdoms. And the most unlikely of alliances that might yet save us all.
One of the best benefits to having a terrible memory is that I can replay games and I have no idea what's going on the second time around as well.
I seek only that we shall both survive.
Thou hast a liar's tongue, and cannot be trusted.
I do not ask you to trust me, nor should you. I would betray you without hesitation, if I deemed it necessary. But we are fortunate, you and I. We have the same enemies. Our only hope lies in partnership, which is precisely why I have summoned you here, demon.
Alrighty. So, it does auto-equip weapons first time around.
You were summoned without a pact, so whichever soul you devour will now bind you to a path beyond anyone's control. Choose wisely, demon.
Alright, so first time around I chose Jasker.
Jasker, the wild boar. A great hero in our native land of Corwins. He fell in battle over a decade ago in the accession wars against the wolf tribes of Temuria. A hunter, a loner, and an unparalleled archer. He also dabbled in the skills of an undead slaver. Choose Jasker if you wish the mobility.
I chose Jasker the first time around, but I felt like his playstyle wasn't what I needed. I struggled for quite a bit.
Kalypso. They called him the Bandit King, a warrior and a mercenary. He led the Guild of Steel in Thole. Sadly for Kalypso, he trusted his own son a little more than he could afford. Some called him a barbarian, but few lived who did so. Choose Kalypso if you wish the might and fortitude of a great warrior.
I kind of want
Evia, the daughter
Evia.
of fire. The princess
I had
of
a few
the
archers that
Imperial
unlocked later
Empire.
on in the game, and I had a
been
couple
good
of tanky
empress.
characters that unlocked as well, but I didn't have any mages that unlocked.
She died on the Reliquary Crusade 3 centuries ago. I don't know how.
So I
A mage
think I'm
with
going to go with the
incredible
mage.
potential. She had not only harnessed the elemental power of flame, but also learned the mysterious ways of the Sand Mage. Choose Evia if you wish to harm.
I'm choosing Evia.
Am I dead? What is this place?
I know not of this place, but thou art indeed dead. That soul is mine now.
Wah, wah.
This cannot be! Mother, is this your revenge?
Can you hear me, daughter of fire?
I can.
Do you remember the Reliquary Crusade? Do you recall how you died?
Lady Mara, Tarin, and the others. We were raiding my mother's vault in order to defeat her. I do not remember what happened.
Tarin betrayed you, but I never learned what transpired. This mystery is yours to solve, I'm afraid.
Do not speak as if I am not present, mortals.
Patience, demon. Your fate is bound to Evia's now, as is my own. Now make haste to the city of Thul that lies above this crypt. A cenotaph can transport you there. Our fates are bound together, demon. Either we shall find a way to survive together, or we shall both surely perish.
Thou threatens me?
No.
Alrighty.
Something far more dangerous than I threatens us all.
Devourers a little bit
Join me in the Tholian Arcanum as soon as you can. We
dramatic.
have much to discuss.
Are you threatening me? Yes. Oh, I can switch. Okay, so ASDF are my puppets. Oh, sheep hurdy.
We should hold on to this for later.
I know I gotta break down that wall, but always loot. Loot everything. She is much better than Jasker was. Okie dokie.
These are the catacombs beneath Thul, yet they are in ruins.
Thou dost not fear me?
I'm a princess of the Imperial family. I fear no demon.
Thou shouldst fear me. Thy soul is mine.
You keep telling yourself that.
Oh, I love her. I mean, I don't give a shit about Devourer at all.
Will my power continue to grow without limit?
Hope so. Yes. Alright. Let me break those. I don't think I picked up anything. Alright. But skills wise. Sand Golem. Summons a sand golem which fights on Evia's side for a short period of time. Evia will send down an ancient curse which will turn her enemies into scorpions upon death. But are they scorpions that work for me, or... Let's do a sand golem. Yes. you'll quickly learn that I don't actually know how to play video games. So I just put skill points into pretty much anything and everything that I find. It's great. Avatar exists simultaneously in two parallel dimensions, the mortal realm and the shadow realm. Mortal realm, a physical realm where the devourer can materialize into puppets and into corporeal form. Shadow realm, a realm of ghosts and demons where the echoes of objects that no longer exist in the mortal realm can still be present. Walk across what appears to be a broken bridge, travel through hidden passages and solid walls, and discover mysterious spiritual objects. Demons, elementals, mages, and magical beasts may exist in both realms. Fully explore realms to discover every... Yeah. Got that. Does that mean that Evia can also... Soulstones grant the ability to restore health and mana of the devourer and his puppets. Each soulstone costs a single charge. Soulstone charges are replenished by souls from fallen enemies and recharged by Shadow Trader. More powerful soulstones can be found throughout the Heretic Kingdoms. That's not grammatically correct. There's 2 to replenish health and 3 to replenish mana of your current character. These things here, when you're in Devourers mode, will heal all of the avatars.
You shall become naught but dust.
And they're never placed where you need them to be, though. We hit him? Thank you. Let's actually aim for the guy that's shooting at us. Super awesome.
Thou shalt know despair.
It's nice that there is a like an audible cue. When there's something there for Devour. Well, there was something else back there, so let's actually, before I start trying to time shit. Brohim's coming up. Beautiful. Beautiful.
shalt face
No,
me
damn it.
now.
Oh my goodness. One day I'll hit the correct button. We did it. Oh my goodness. That's good enough. You're fine. Find a cenotaph to escape. Oh, goody. Oh, goody. Do you like spiders?
I cannot take much more of this.
I do remember this being a little bit easier with Jasper.
I shall not fall this day.
It's definitely important to use your skills, because holy shit, they will kick your ass quickly. Staff of Air. Yeah. Yeah. I know I can't equip it. I'm trying to. There we go. Beautiful. Silver is the currency. It is not prevalent.
This must be the cenotaph the hooded man spoke of. Its power breaches shadow. There is much I might do here. This cenotaph is erected upon the graves of many dead mortals. It shall be easy to gate weave back to this place, should I find another such monument. And I sense a gate here already. The hooded man's work, mayhap.
The hooded man's work, mayhap. Alright. Cenotaphs are ancient places of power which create weakness in the veil between the worlds. It can be used to gate weave to any known cenotaph in the Heretic Kingdoms. Cenotaphs can only be accessed and activated by Devourer in Shadow Realm. To gateweave, select destination and pick cenotaph in the destination. So we're in the Forgotten Tombs. House Cellar. You can enchant your equipment with essence. Essence can be found in hex marks, dimensional pockets in the Shadow Realm. Every item can be enchanted with up to 4 different essences. Every new essence increases the value and quality of the item. Items can be enchanted in the inventory screen using essence. Schwank. Go ahead and heal up. I wasn't trying to kill the rats, but they did get in my way, so that's their own fault.
Thou knows this place?
It's the regional garrison at Thol, or it was. It lies in ruins. Was there a war? No. These stones fell centuries ago.
Thou hast been dead a long time, mortal.
Pick up
What is the power of my
everything.
mother's empire? Were we victorious? Has the Gerulian god empress fallen?
To Thol. I'm not usually a huge fan of three-quarter top-down games. I like to be able to... It feels like less immersive to me normally. But this is one of those games that I fell into and fell in love with. The story itself was pretty interesting. The graphics are clean and really well done.
Centuries ago, it was a major garrison for the Gerulian Empire.
The fights are
And there may
actually
even
really
have been
well
a
done.
settlement
They're
prior
dependent
to
on your
this
skills for sure.
These days,
But it's not
Thol is a
impossible to
city of
complete.
thieves and outcasts.
And I felt like that was a
Fugitives
lot of the
of all
times the
kinds
case
come
with
here to
a
avoid
lot of the games that I played. That
complications
if
in
it was
neighboring
multiplayer, you
nations.
had to play with somebody else before it was even
Not everyone
possible
in
to run
Thol
through
has a
it.
price upon his head, but no one who dwells
I like
here
the
is
fact that they were
innocent.
able to do this in a single player aspect.
The Guild
And
of
still
Steel
create that
like to
feel
call
that
themselves
like Diablo 3
mercenaries,
gave, where
protecting
you're
the
hunting
few
for loot and you're
caravans
looking
that
for the
ply their
best
trade
gear,
across the desert.
but you're not
Yet those that
tied
do
down
not
with
pay
having to
for
play
their
with other people.
protection find the Guild
Because I
equally
love
adept
multiplayer.
at
I do.
brigandage.
I've met my best friend, I met my fiance with multiplayer, but
The Guild
single
of
player has
Silk call
always
themselves
been my
merchants
love.
and do
Like that's
indeed
where
sell all
that's how I
manner of
learned how to
goods and
game.
trinkets.
That's where I fell in love with video games,
Though
was
it is
through
best
single
not
player
to ask
story
them from
games.
whence they came. A vast stone gate is all that remains of the barbican that once defended these walls. Now, it guards the city of Thol once more from the horde of nomads that besiege it. For 3 years, I have been hiding here amid the detritus of the Heretic Kingdoms. But it is only a matter of time before my former allies locate me. And I am running out of places to hide.
I should be the one to talk for us here. I demand an immediate audience with the Imperator of Thol.
Imperator? No one has held that title for 300 years.
Then you are in charge of Thol?
I am Duke Darmok Cadasta, Intendant of Thol.
On whose authority do you rule?
I am a vassal of Baron Tar Avenger. And you are?
You may call me Evia. I am visiting Thol incognito
I do wish that it
to
didn't
pursue
jump.
a personal matter.
Like that was my
so
biggest gripe
I would
when I
appreciate
first played
your
it, was that it
discretion.
jumps back and forth between people,
If
and
this is
it's a
about
little
vengeance, I ask
jarring
you that you
for somebody
keep
that
your
has poor
duel
eyesight.
from the streets. It is bad enough that we are besieged without duels breaking out.
Thol is under siege.
Indeed, a horde of nomads under the command of an exiled Taimurian berserker.
Thol's defenses have protected it from assault for centuries.
Aye, and the city shall not fall under my watch. Welcome to Thol, Evia. I will keep my eye on you. Te Ma Al Ortas.
300 years.
Didn't we just tell you that? Like, I feel like we already told you that, Evia. So if memory serves me right, there was quite a bit to do in Thol. Find Arcanum. Explore Thol and find your way to the Arcanum in order to speak to the mysterious hood man. Eye for an eye. Investigate the murder in the abandoned hostel. Oh, that seems more on my level. I do remember that leveling up was, or the level system was pretty greedy.
Weapons, armor, supplies, the best
It
prices.
took a lot longer to
unbeatable
level
quality.
than any other game that I've played.
Your goods are evidently quite poor. How exactly are they of unbeatable quality?
Nothing better without leaving Thol, Mom. And that's a promise.
Indeed, but not much of one.
Alright, you know anything
Do you
useful?
know anything of use, merchant?
Tell you what, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I need to collect the weekly tariffs from Wani and Rabbi Thantesa.
And honestly, for an indie
Only
game,
they never came to pay up.
voice acting's really well done. I
Someone
mean, this
like you could
this
compel
feels
their
like a AAA
compliance
title. I
rather
mean, it really
well,
does.
don't you
Like,
think?
it's everything is really well
If you
done
get the
so
money,
far.
I'll
And
tell
like
you
I said, I
something
played through
useful.
Chapter 1, and I
You
didn't really
came
have any
back?
gripes with it. This is a
Wonderful.
great game. Game mechanics are wonderfully done, and they're simple to understand. The story is really well written, and I mean, like, even down to the voice acting. Like, there's some AAA titles that can't even get voice acting correct. And
How is the siege
This game does
affecting the
it.
people of Thol?
so, hats off to the
Many
developer.
fled before it began, but my guild and the Guild of Steel are rather stuck here. It's not exactly a ghost town, but it's eerie seeing the old hostel abandoned. No one's been inside since, well, since I don't know when. You came back? Wonderful.
I'm actually leaving.
Come back soon.
Adios. Into the hostel. This is just one of those games
A
that's
letter.
really, like, even as an indie, you know that a lot of time and money and effort was put into this game to make it a good title. I've played indie games that were not so well done. And then I've played some that are spectacular, that I love more than a lot of AAA titles.
The skeleton of an Ishkai and a human. What transpired, I
These
wonder?
fucking spiders are gonna kill me.
Pathetic! I shall handle this myself.
Okay, Sanctuary allows you to enter party screen and browse your puppets collection, resurrect your fallen puppets, and customize your party. Sanctuary restores hit points when standing nearby. There you go. We'll go ahead and fix Evia. Someday. I like the fact that it's a single player game, but with all your puppets, it does feel like you're playing multiplayer. You've still got your party. I could have sworn I killed you. Hit the box like I'm telling you to, Evia. Oh my god, why are you attacking all the rats? She's insistent on not hitting the barrels and crates like I'm telling her to do. Are you sure? Are you sure you want me to hit this barrel? What if I wanted to walk over there instead? Well, I missed a parchment somewhere, because I'm pretty sure I only picked up 1, 3, and 4. And 5. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I think this is locked. I can't hit him. That's the way out, so up here. Good, another spider. Take my golem. His name is Bruce. Wabam! Schwiggity schwooty. And that opens that. Golem, please move. Oh yeah. I'm probably gonna sell most of that shit. Golem, you son of a bitch. Move. Thank you. Move or die, whatever gets you out of my way. Let's check and see what I picked up. Shit, I can't use a mace. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Still can't use a mace or a shield, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Alright, my dear Urshak, I hope this letter reaches you in Thol and that you can find someone you can trust to read it to you. I've told everyone about your incredible bravery and skill with that bow of yours. I could never have escaped slavery without your aid. All is well here in the Confederacy. Perhaps you can come and visit me soon. Your sister, Jisha. The battle for the Confederacy has been won, and we are now among the free races of the Heretic Kingdoms. Although there are many heroes among the Ishkai who fought for our independence, none could be dearer to my heart than you, my brother. They said you had headed for Thol, so I have asked Shakik to bring this message to you there. After all these years, the Ishkai are finally free. I still cannot quite believe it. It was wonderful to hear from you the other day. You did not say who wrote the letter on your behalf, but the script was so big I have to think it was a human. It is so good to know that you are comfortable in Thol and putting your skills with the bow to good use, working with the guilds. Perhaps you will be able to visit me soon? I have terrible news. One of the mercenaries you're working with in Thole let slip that you were hiding out there, and your old master has caught wind of your hiding place. Since he cut out your tongue for your first attempt to escape, it makes you rather difficult to conceal. I'm afraid a mute Ishkai is bound to be noticed. He has never forgiven you for that arrow you shot into his eye rescuing me, and the red smoke Sura always settled their blood debts. You must beware, my brother. He is coming for you. I have not heard from you for over a moon, and I fear the worst. You must send word if you are safe. Come to the Confederacy if you can. You will be welcome here, and we can protect you. Do not let your pride endanger your life. Don't really need to read the books. Oh, I should check and see if... I don't think there's... He leveled up. Yeah. So there's possession. Devourer will turn a single weak mind of his enemy to his side, making him his ally for a short period of time. It's possible to possess enemies from the mortal realm as well. And Shadow Wave, a wave of dark energy will rise out of the ground, hurting and slowing down damaged enemies. I think I want Shadow Wave. And we'll give him some... Alright. Yes. Okie dokie. Go talk to the merchant again. Is this a book to pick up? Yes. I'm that kind of gamer that like I stream regularly, so I don't get spend a lot of time reading the books, but I'll go through after stream or whatever and go through and read every single book. I'm trying to keep the videos as entertaining as possible, and I know listening to somebody read all of the lore in a game is not necessarily the height of entertainment, so. What do you know of the bodies in the hostel?
There's an Ishkai and a human skeleton in the hostel. What do you know of this?
This is the first I've heard of this. The other merchants had more to do with the hostel than I did, though. You came back? Wonderful!
What do you know about a Sura mercenary coming to Thole?
Don't know anything useful about that, I'm afraid, but I'll bet someone in town does. Weapons, armor, supply. Come back soon.
Alright, I guess we'll talk to other merchants.
I'm here to collect the tariff for Morphew.
And apparently I'm collecting
I've already paid him.
I have little patience for liars, merchant.
Well, you can't blame me for trying. Here, take it. Your customers are... Surely, my friend, you tire of trawling the city streets in search of someone to buy your unwanted goods. Look no further. I will buy quality goods from you at prices that are more than fair.
Can you tell me the
about the
story
bodies
behind the skeletons in the old hostel?
There are dead bodies in that place. Honestly, you'd think someone from the guild would have noticed. I suppose the building has been abandoned for a while now. Haven't seen anyone go inside since the siege started. Bring your unwanted goods to me.
Do you know anything about a Sura mercenary in Thule? Okay, or apparently I'm just going to hit the wrong button because I'm an idiot. But with that being said... we'll go ahead and sell some shit. Because I'm pretty sure I can't give most of these weapons. I'm nervous to give out to sell weapons though, just because if I do end up with another party member, I don't want to sell what I need. So I think we'll hold on to it for the time being.
Bring your unwanted goods to me.
All right.
What do you know about a Sura mercenary coming to Thole?
I remember seeing the Sura mercenary talking to Feyruz before he left. And Feyruz looked mighty pleased about it too. Please, if you speak to Feyruz, don't mention I said anything. I want nothing to do with the Sura, now or ever. Ah, what do you have for me? Think of me when you have goods you do.
Don't trust Feyruz. He's got Ruse in his name. I probably should find him and talk to him first, seeing as how he was
My weapons are the finest around, and unlike Morphew, I respect my patrons.
Morphew doesn't respect us? I'm
Can
insulted.
you tell me the story behind the skeletons in the old hostel?
I don't know anything about that. Ask Rabat. He dealt with the owner. No
Faeruz,
one beats me on...
I don't
What
trust
do you
you.
know about a Sura mercenary coming to Thole?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Sure you
Are you
don't.
certain you don't know anything at all?
I said I don't know anything. Now, if you aren't buying anything...
Find out what
be on
Faeruz
your
is hiding by asking the other merchants.
Best weapons in the hour. May all your endeavors be fruitful.
I am here for the tariff.
Ah, I had wondered about that. Please, give Morphew my regards.
How surprisingly compliant.
You are always welcome here. Back so soon.
I like him.
Good, good.
He didn't argue with me. He just gave me the money like I asked. I didn't even have to ask. I was just like, I'm here for my money, bitch. And he's like, oh, yeah, I was wondering when you're going to show up.
What do you know about a Sura mercenary coming to Thole?
I wasn't even in town when it happened. You'll have to ask elsewhere. Welcome, welcome.
Do you know if Faeruz had dealings with the Sura?
What do you know
Pretty
about
sure he's gonna say
Faeruz
about the
making
same thing.
deals with the Sura?
I wouldn't put it past him, but I'm afraid I've no idea what happened that day. Welcome, welcome.
Alrighty.
You are always welcome here.
I'm saving my shit right now, gold
I'm
or
here to
silver
collect
wise,
the tariff.
because
Oh, is it time for that already?
I'm
Very
poor.
well, here you go.
Much obliged, merchant.
He was also
Always good
very
to see you,
compliant.
friend.
What do you know about a Sura mercenary coming to Thole?
He came through the gates.
Evia, you're not even
went to
looking at the
hostel
guy.
And left. That's all I know, really. I was just glad to see him leave town, to be honest. Always good to see you, friend.
What do you know about Faeruz making deals with the Sura?
No doubt about it. That Sura definitely gave something to Farouz before leaving town. But if he asks, you didn't hear that from me. Always good to see you, friend.
Faeruz is
Be safe.
slimy. I talked to him, right?
Ah, what do you have for me?
What do you know about Faeruz making deals with the Sura?
Other than seeing him talk to that one Sura mercenary that one time, I've no idea. Bring your unwanted goods to me.
Alright.
Think of me when
There's
you have
another
goods you do not need.
quest marker over here.
These are dangerous times for one without sufficient protection. Come, sample my fight.
What
Do you know
about
anything?
a Sura mercenary coming to Thole?
Can't tell you anything about the Sura, I'm afraid. I never get too close to them. When you've been a merchant for as long as I have, you learn when to keep your
I don't
distance
remember if I ever
from
learned anything
their
about the Sura.
kind.
What does the Sura look like? Why are
again,
people
I
so
see.
terrified of the Sura? Are they just
What do you
assassins
know about
that are really,
Faeruz making
really good at what
deals
they
with
do?
the Sura?
I don't really know what Faeruz gets up to, but he sure had a lot of silver on him that day the Sura was in town. You don't think... No, forget I asked. I don't want to know. Helms, mail, praise it. May you prevail in all your battles, man.
Alright. Morphew, I got your... I have the tariffs.
Your money, merchant.
You have my gratitude. So much easier than trying to negotiate with those jackals myself.
I mean,
You wanted information.
if somebody comes up to
I
me
can
looking
tell
like
you
her, I'd be
this.
like, take all my money.
If
Take
you
it all.
want to get into the Guild of Steel, Arashad can get you into the cellar.
Thank you, Morphew.
But beware, as the guild has some vicious traps down there.
Fucking scared of the guild.
Come back
Killed a bunch of
soon.
bitches. Alright, and then I can talk to Shadow Trader over here and recharge. I don't think he really... I can't buy any of that shit from him yet. Not that I can afford it anyways. Jesus, you a little proud of your shit?
No one beats me on price.
You made a deal with the Sura. Tell me
You
what it
can either
was.
tell me what your deal with the Sura was, or you can experience the power of a mage firsthand.
Don't hurt me. I just arranged the messenger, I swear. Kench, the woman who ran the hostel, she asked me to get a message to the one-eyed Sura warrior. He paid me in silver for informing him. But I was only doing what Kench asked of me. You have my word. No one beats me on
What did
price.
Kench want
What
with the
was
Sura?
Kench doing dealing with the Sura?
She sold him out. The Ishkai who was living there betrayed him to save her own neck. You wouldn't know to look at her, but Kench brokered contracts for mercenaries all around the Heretic Kingdoms. Before she came to Thol, she hired the one-eyed Sura, but the job went sour. Her employer was slain, and the Sura was never paid. If there's one thing you don't do in the mercenary business, it's welsh on a debt to a Sura warrior.
I feel like you shouldn't welsh on any debt.
Over the Ishkai as a way to wipe out her debts. Best weapons in the... May all your endeavors be fruitful.
Confront the ghost of the Ishkai sniper in the hostel.
Ushak, come out from whence thee hides.
Ouch.
Thou hast misplaced thy trust in thy friend, Kench. She betrayed thee. Yet another letter. So, she didst not betray thee, and thou hast guarded her fallen remains since thy deaths. How touching. Come, spirit, thy vigil has ended. Join me.
Join me. Let me steal your soul.
That soul is mine now. A step closer to my final form.
An Ishkai sniper will make an excellent ally.
And thankfully, a silent one.
So rude. Alright, we did level up. Soul Rend. Devourer charges his body and the bodies of his puppets with dark energy, which increases damage done with the base attack every time the enemy is hit. Yeah. Yeah. We'll go ahead and equip that. Talents. Increases inventory capacity by 20. Every attacker have a 25% chance to run away in panic. Reduce enchant silver cost by 25%. 10% extra souls drop on each skill. Increases regeneration by 2. 20% against beasts. 20% against demons. Alright. Fire resistance, ice resistance, poison resistance. Endurance by 10. Extra 25% silver coins from every drop. Willpower, strength, agility. You know what? I think I'm gonna do Grave Robber because I need silver. And I really don't use him that often. And yes, alright. We'll up her. Yeah, alright. Yes. Talents. Precision critical chance by 2%. Resistance, dark resistance. Decreases cooldown on all active skills by 7%. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Alright. And skills. We've got Fire Breath, Sand Golem, create a magical shield which will protect her and other puppets from fire and slightly reducing incoming damage. I think we'll get that. It doesn't hurt to have a shield. Alright. Oh, he's adorable. Look at him. So little. I need you to settle down, Urshak. Puts a mine on the ground in front of him that will be detonated by casting again, or will detonate itself after 30 seconds. Summons an Ishkai tribal totem, which prevents the use of skills and magical abilities for anyone around it. I think I want the landmine. And let's do Totem of Silence, which kind of sucks because doesn't really give us a lot for, takes away the skills for everybody else, but the precision, let's do precision for him. All right. Yes. Looks, Kench's letter. Right. Everybody healed? Yup. Alright, so that takes care of that quest. Oh, I should probably pick a different quest. Alright, wow.
There you go. You look strong even for a woman.
Indeed. And you look drunk, even for a man.
Ah, that's funny, lady.
That's
Your name's
funny, lady.
Something like that, anyway.
He sounds Irish.
Listen, my
Kinda
witch of
sounds-
a wife has been
Kind of
practicing
sounds like
magic and
an American trying to do
secrets.
an
I thought I'd
Irish
not do
accent.
it, but things went wrong. Anyway, long story short, I put the body in a barrel of salt. I need it taken to
Scottish.
the
Maybe I don't
burial
actually know my
grounds,
accents
so
very well,
she
but he
can
definitely sounds like
be
he's
at
faking an accent.
Peace. Oh, I can't take her myself. I'm in no condition to defend myself. I really don't want the guards knowing about this. Shh. You can have all the coins in this pouch if you take that barrel to the burial ground.
Okie
I will
dokie.
do this for you, although for the life of me, I don't know why.
Oh, wonderful! Wonderful!
Collect the barrel with the body in it. Where is it? Marital dispute. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely pick up this barrel with a body in it. I think there was a guard you could tell about it though. Like you can rat him out. Which dude murdered his wife. Like he needs to be ratted on. Yeah.
We
guess
may
it
be besieged, but I won't tolerate any transgressions in my city.
Bitch. Okay. Well, you can't just murder your wife, throw her body in a barrel, and then call it good. Like, that's not how it works. I won't tolerate murdering women. Or men. I guess we shouldn't murder men either. I guess. Won't tolerate murder. Excuse me. Jesus. How do I get... Where is his wife again? Right there.
At last, another soul. You must help me.
Thy premise is flawed, but thou mayest continue.
I am, or was, at least, a scrying mage. I foolishly let my husband use my skills to help him steal from the Guild of Silk. He forbade me from joining the Order, but I didn't want to stay in Thol my whole life. Although, as it turns out, that's exactly what did happen.
What dost thou want?
To be at peace. To be avenged against my murderous husband. On my body is a rare piece of silk my husband stole.
Dog, it's loud as
If you
hell.
show it to the captain of the guards, his thievery will be
Listen to him
revealed,
slurp,
and I
slurp,
will
slurp,
be
slurp.
avenged.
I'm a dog.
Will you
Casper.
take the evidence to the guards and bring my wretch of a husband to justice?
As thou wishest.
As thou wishest, spirit.
I am truly thankful for your aid, demon.
So many people are willing to trust a demon. They're like, please, demon, please help me. Peekaboo.
That looks suspiciously heavy for a soap barrel.
A man named Taupe has been stealing from the Guild of Silk. The evidence is in this barrel, along with his dead wife's body. I suggest an immediate arrest.
Wah wah. Let this be a lesson to you. Don't murder your wife, and if you do murder your wife, don't entrust a fucking stranger to just bury the body.
It is done.
He deserves what he gets. I'm eternally grateful for your aid, demon. Now my soul can rest.
And now, I shall feed.
My soul can rest. I'm gonna eat it, so... I mean, I guess the chicken rests when you eat the chicken. So, it makes sense. I guess. Alright. Journal. I guess... Legacy of the Gruelian Empire. Well... Alright. I had to talk to Dude Bro. Arashad. Or Dude Bro, however you want to address him. And Arashad is up here. Like, as the videos continue, you'll be able to definitely tell which games I've played before and which ones I have not.
Are you the Silk
Because
Master?
some of them I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely know where to go. And the ones that I have not played before, I'm like, I'm lost for 10 minutes straight.
I am the head of the Guild of Silk, milady.
Guild of Silk. When were the merchants
Also,
allowed to
games
form
that I have played,
guilds?
sometimes I'm like, I'm lost
Milady,
for
how
10
the
minutes
city is
straight.
going to stop
I actually
us?
don't know how to play video games.
Forgive me. Thol is not
I
as I
just
remember it.
drink coffee out of a broken mug
Really?
and talk to myself.
It's the same old crap hole it's ever been. My name is Arashad. How should I address you, milady?
Call me Evia.
You have questions?
What do you know about the Gruelian Empire?
What can you tell me about the Garulian Empire?
Why do you want to know?
It's a personal matter. When did the Empire fall?
Oh, some 3 centuries ago? I don't know much about it. Something about the sword and the theocrat. The start of a terrible era for some lands, I understand. I only really know the history of Thol, I'm afraid. How can I help?
What survives of the Empire of Thol?
What survives from the Empire in Thol?
Precious little, milady. This once
I'm so used to
mighty
voice
settlement is
voice acting
reduced to
not being
ruins.
existent for like playable
The
characters that I
Tholian
have to read every
catacombs
question
were once
before I
a
hit
very
it.
popular burial site for Garulian nobles, I'm told. But without one of the catacomb keys, it would be hard to explore too far. However, I've read that there might be an imperial tomb somewhere in the chambers to the west. If this part of history interests you, you should certainly search around the burial grounds. That place is crawling with aquatic spiders, though. So be careful, my lady.
Okay.
What do you need?
I'll go ahead and deal with his spiders. That marks kind of the start of another quest, so I'll go ahead and end this for part 1 of Shadow's Awakening. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. If you did like the video, please like and subscribe. If you hit the bell, it will update you when I post new videos with the continuation of Shadow's Awakening and with other games that I do play. I do post 2 times a week, once in the middle of the week and once on the weekends. So you'll get updates when those hit. And that's it for today. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!